Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Literature and Literature. Thank you so much for watching my previous video. And as I said, I would be uploading another video on general aptitude which came in English literature examination of GATE. Here I am, and this is absolutely memory based, but I've tried to think of as many questions I could. So let's get started. The first question: a sphere of radius r has to be put inside a cube. What is the volume of the cube? Now, the answer to this question was 8r cube, but people answered it as r cube as well. Now, I'll tell you how it is not r cube but 8r cube. This is the sphere and this is the cube. Now, the radius of the sphere is this r. But that's not it, right? To find out the side of the cube, we have to double it. Why? Because this is r and this this is what it corresponds to, only this portion of the side, but we need to know this entire thing na. But r is only this much, so we have to take this also from here to here, so that becomes 2r. This is the side of the cube. See, this is parallel, I mean equal, both these lines. So this is the side of the cube. The side of the cube is 2r, not r. R is only this much, 2r. So when you, of course, apply the formula, which is 2 side cube, so that is 2r cube, and 8r cube is the answer. This was a seemingly complex question in the paper, but it was not very difficult. I am not a maths student, but I did a hit and trial and found out the answer. So I guessed that okay, let's take 2 and 3. So 3 2s are 6, minus 3 is less than 4, because 3 2 is 6 minus 6 minus 3 is 3, which is less than 4. So obviously this is less than 4. And again, when I put like q is here and p is here, what is q? 3. 3 3s are 9, minus p, what is p? 2. So 9 minus 2, which is 7, is again less than 12. This was the right combination. If I tried higher digits, they were not satisfying the equation, and lower digits of course were satisfying. Like if I take it p as 1, q as 2, of course that will be less than 4. But we are bothered about what is less. I mean, if it is 4, the answer should not be more than 4, right? So the higher digits we take, I mean these are the highest. No, more than this cannot be true. So 2 and 3 are our p and q. So 2 plus 3 is 5, which is less than 8. This was the answer to the question. Q plus p is less than 8. This was rather a difficult question, I would say. And I kind of I put the options inside the equation and then answered it, because I was really not able to think how these questions are done. I had forgotten, it had been really long. So the answer was 120 liter. This is the right answer. And I checked it with somebody who was good at maths, and that person told me that it is going to be 120 liters, considering that the tank was already full when all the taps were opened. So the answer is going to be 120 liter for sure. This was an easy question. Rock Street and Garden Street, and perhaps there was a Lake Street also. But only one option had the term perpendicular in it, and that was the right option. There was another question. This did not have options to it, but it was an easy question. There were 3 boxes. There were 2 boxes in all those 3 boxes. And then in those 2 boxes also, there were 4 boxes each. So when you answered it, the answer was 33. It was an easy question. P and Q and R, the children, boys and girls. It seemed difficult on the outside, but it was not. 5 and 1 was the answer. This was perhaps, you could say, a little confusing for some people, but I'll tell you whatever I remember. I don't remember the exact things, but the answer, of course, was first was physics and the last was chemistry. There was this one statement which told you that 2 days after maths is bio. I might be wrong which subjects they were here, but 2 subjects were given and there was a gap of 1 day in between. English had to come here. When I saw it, English was coming here. People are getting confused between English and chemistry towards the end. English came between maths and bio, and chemistry was towards the end. That was the answer. Iodine and goiter, insulin and diabetes. I don't think this needs to be explained. This is very easy. Inhaling fumes from burning of tires you. Of course, this is easy. 6 children sitting in the circle. Yeah. Now, I think it was only me who got confused in the exam. But what I did was, they said that, like I've forgotten what the exact alphabets were, P, Q, R, S, T. I'll take A, B, C, D for convenience. So yeah, the first statement said that B and C are sitting right next to A. Now, right next to, I was a little confused because it could either be B and C here or B and C here. So these were the two options, B and C, B and C. Because sometimes in some questions I've seen that they expect when they say right next. I mean, of course, they were uh, very clear in their statement, but I'm the one who got confused. But anyway, B and C, if I took here, there was no option that was matching. So of course, this was a wrong thing that I had thought of. This was the right one. B and C are sitting right next to each other. Then B and D have the same distance as C and E, and then of course F is here. So these two were the ones who were sitting close to F. So this was easy. This the puzzle part of the square to make. Four options were there in this question, but two of them were very clearly wrong. You could have gotten confused between two. In my series, the first and the third options were confusing. Initially I answered first, but when I had time left in the exam, I found out that first is not the right answer. Third is the right answer. This was the when I drew them on my paper, I realized third one was the right answer in my series, at least. This was perhaps the most confusing question in the entire general aptitude paper, which was otherwise easy. So some engineers are writers, some writers are actors, or something like that. It was, but I could not really boil down to one option which was correct. It was like all were correct. They were partially correct for me. I left this question because it was +2 and -2/3. I just let it be. This was easy. Leaving for a place, trains leaves at 8:30. We must. That's easy. That's really easy. Okay, this one now. This was a probability based question. The reason I've written 6 and 6 into 36 here is because that is how I remembered in the exam. I had forgotten how to do probability. But I remember that in class 10th, now whenever there was this dice question, 6 into 6 used to come in the denominator, because 6 possibilities are there when two dices are rolled. Similarly, here there are 8 possibilities each. So 8 into 8 would be 64. That is how 64 came. And of course, these are the possibilities where the sum 8 will come, which are a total of 7 possibilities. You can see what all they are. 7 upon 64 was the right answer. I don't remember the entire question, this one. There was another part to it here, but First World War had to be in capitals. That is the right one. Then there was shark teeth. I think two options were correct in this question. One said that the shark's teeth are modified according to their diet, and the other one was according to their prey, something of that sort. Then came tailgating. Um, if I remember it correctly, there was only one option right here, which said that braking is not as effective in rainy season as in other seasons, something of that sort. I might be wrong here. There may be some other option which was correct, but I can only think of this option right now. Then there was some waterborne disease given, I think cholera. And it was written how the separation of drinking water and sewage line has to be there so that these diseases do not spread. And children are more prone. Economically weaker countries are more prone. Something of that sort was given. I don't remember the right option here. I've forgotten the options. Then there was this type of rice, some G. There was a three lettered thing. So, and they said, what is its utility to fight the climate change? It was an easy question. You could have done it easily. Now, this was a school has to contact all parents, engineers, and businessmen. So this was also a question which did not have options to it. I have forgotten the numerals, whatever they were, but let's take our numerals. Let's say 100 are parents, 20 are businessmen, and say 30 are engineers. And you have 10 parents plus 10 people who are parents also and businessmen also, 5 who are parents also and engineers also. So these parents are counted twice. So what we'll do is we'll add all these and then we'll subtract these because they have been counted here. So the answer would come while adding these and then subtracting. So the answer, it was something like 353. 353. I mean, it was not a three digit answer. Something was there here also, if I'm not wrong. But this kind of combination I remember was there in the exam. This could be some other numeral also here, but 3 and 3 were here. That's what I remember. So that was about the general aptitude and reasoning and comprehension as per whatever I remember from the exam. Also, if you remember some other question or any other option to a question, please write it in the comment section. That would be very helpful for me and the people watching it. And yeah, there were some questions left, as I said, in the English literature video that I uploaded. I would like to add three more questions to it. So that would make it like I covered 31 in the previous video, so we would be reaching at 34. So yeah, here they are. Which of the following are inspired from Hindu philosophy? The Curse of Kehama and Brahma with the answer. If you've read British literature properly, you would know about this answer. The Curse of Kehama. It was written by Robert Southey. And Brahma, I think it's the work of Ralph Waldo Emerson. I'm not so sure, honestly, but I think it's the work of Ralph Waldo Emerson. And William Emerson, this was a very easy question, and like everybody knows about it. If, of course, you're in masters, in bachelors, we don't really read it. So, even if you did not know, see, metaphor, pun, simile, you know that these are figures of speech, no? Or maybe something related to language if pun is not considered, if you do not consider pun as figures of speech. But simulacra, this is very different. And anyway, it is given by Jean Baudrillard. I don't know how it is pronounced, but that person. Then fetishism, I did not know what it is, honestly, but I did know the meaning of fetish. This, so I guessed it there, something related to the object which is given living properties, or some sort of an answer was there. So yeah, that is about it. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, please like it, share it, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.